and videos are intended for general knowledge and entertainment purposes only. It should not be considered as legal advice or professional guidance. Additionally, any documentation or references to specific content are solely for the purpose of discussion and understanding. It does not imply endorsement, promotion, or support of said content. The views expressed in these videos and/or conversation are those of the individuals involved and do not represent any official stance or opinion. The content you are about to experience may contain strong language, including explicit words and phrases. This language is used for artistic expression and may be integral to the storyline or character development. It is important to note that the use of such language does not endorse or promote offensive behavior.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah, but it's a vibe. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quarantine, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah, but it's a vibe. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Quarantine, it hasn't got the right to. Yeah, but it's a vibe. Been friends since 1995. Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die. All the years they would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. Call you up, how you been? Can we play a rewind? Yeah, those other guys who choose, they don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on you for so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Oh, oh. I've been waiting on coming like a wrecking ball, crying on me, saying how they make you feel so small. When the rain couldn't get any clearer, I'm the one holding up all your how'd you ever move on? Yeah, you're making me confused. I'm the one that you should choose. I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on you for so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting on you. Whoa, whoa. I've been waiting on
I'm telling you, I'm trying to get my husband to make me a bagel, and he's down with his back hurt. He has degenerative disc disorder in his lower back, so he's hurting this morning. Hey, me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Hey, Clancy, we're going to talk about Popcorn Sutton. Probably next time I go live, I'm gonna call my dad today and get some lowdown on the showdown up there, right in Wilkes County. He was a policeman in Wilkesboro, and then he became a ALE detective for alcohol law enforcement. So I'm sure he's got some stories about those stills. You know, when he would go undercover, it was funny because my dad is like clean cut, you know, very meticulous about his appearance, and he would grow a beard and his hair out long, and he would wear these scruffy clothes and boots. And I remember him coming back from a sting, and I was like saying to my stepmom, it scared me because I didn't meet my dad till I was like 10. He saw me when I was like 3 or 4, and then a couple of times in between there. But for the most part, I didn't really start a relationship with him until I was 10 or 11. And so when he would come in, you know, with his big iron on his side, it's kind of intimidated me. And then he came in this time looking all scruffy. I was like, "What in the world?" To my stepmom, I was like, "What is he? What does he look like that for?" She's like, "Oh, he's up there in North Wilkesboro, you know, trying to get them steels, you know, busted and shut down." It was kind of funny that I was like, "Oh my god, it doesn't even look like him." It was so funny. I wish I had pictures like that. Hey, Jacket Blue. All right, all right, all right, DJ. Good to see y'all. Yeah, so there's some pretty good stories about and he worked with this guy named Jack. What was Jack's last name? Croswell. Yeah, he wrote a book. I wish I could remember the name of the book. I'll have to get it and read it to you. He always had some great stories of when they would go on. Now he was with ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, and Dad was alcohol law enforcement. But about when they would, you know, do stings and stuff like that. It was interesting. I remember my dad telling me uh, it was always cool when you would go to one guy, and before you would even meet the other guy, they were competing with each other. These two stills, moonshine stills is what we're talking about. Moonshine stills up in the hills of Wilkesboro and Appalachia, North Kakalaki. And my dad told me that all you had to do pretty much is go, "Yeah, Bob says you got a still back in your backyard." And Billy would say, "Bob's got one in his basement." They would always tell on each other. So, yeah, good to see all you lovelies this morning. Those moonshiners would tell on each other. "Yeah, I got one, but he's got one too." So if you bust me, you gotta bust him. Yeah, good to see all you lovelies in here. Well, it's good to see you, Lightning Tiger. I hope you're feeling better. And lots of prayers to you. As I was saying this morning to some folks, you have always been very good to me and my family and never held it over my head, not one single time. As you all can see, Jimbo is hanging over my head today. Uh, that he only assisted by letting us have the sale on his channel. That's the only way he assisted us. We had tangible items for sale. He should try that. It's called being an artist and then selling your art. He should try it. And that's all I got to say about that there, only because he addressed me this morning on his little channel over there. I gotta drink my coffee, y'all. I guess I could go on camera. Look, I don't look so lovely, but y'all see me look pretty bad. Every time I use my camera, though, it lags. When I go back and watch the replay, it like lags. Do y'all know why StreamYard does that? When I use my camera, it wants to lag. It don't do it when I use my avatar. It's really annoying. But that's sort of why I, not sort of why, it is why I have stayed true to Ernie since leaving the stand, because damn it, you know, he's always been good to me and my family. I don't have a reason to hate on him, you know? So that's just my 10 cents this morning. So in this fake fight they call, I hope Ernie wins. There, I said it. Hope Ernie wins. Yeah, so's Magnum. So there. Okay, so today I was going to talk about if I'm on the right stream. I don't think I was on the right stream yesterday. Not Marty Feldman. Did you hear me say Marty Feldman? That ain't who I'm talking about. But I am curious to know if they're related. I'm talking about Corey Feldman. He's come out again and is touring, if you want to call it that. I like the guy. You know, I'm from the 80s. So he's iconic for my generation. And my heart just poured out when he finally came out and talked about his abuse in Hollywood. Some call it hollyweird, right? And the reason I want to talk about it is because he's eccentric, we all know, but he's an artist, for crying out loud. Aren't we all kind of weird? That's why we're, you know, I don't know, we sort of express ourselves through our art, right? Okay, so he's come out and is touring, I guess you could say, and he did a song with his old partner there from the stand. And so I was just going to play that real quick. I thought it was kind of cute that they were together again after they were, you know, little kids.
Oh my god, this is really awkward. It is so weird.
It has commentary with it that's kind of funny. He's got kind of a Bruce Springsteen sound.
Okay, was I exaggerating?
No, that's pretty
awful.
bad.
No, I won't.
Look at Jerry McConnell. He towers over.
Just as long as you stand.
Where does upper lip go?
Stand by me.
He's sitting next to Jerry McConnell. Look at that. Wow, he got huge.
I assumed Jerry was going to sing the next verse because that was so
didn't
fucking
realize
bad. I thought
that,
surely Jerry's going to get a verse.
That little. There's his wife back there.
I like the keyboard lady that he always yells at is kind of trying to sing backup, but she's not doing the full words. Did you notice that? What's up with his hair? His hair's flipping me out.
Okay, so that's a little taste of that. I was going to talk about, you know, him coming out and saying his piece about what happened to him, and then, you know, identifying his abusers the way he did. If he hadn't done it in a sensational way that he did, would he had more credibility? Do you think he would have had more credibility? And so my thing is, I absolutely believe that what he said happened to him and his buddy there, the other Corey, the two Corys. And through the years, I think that unfortunately, uh, he's probably tried to make it sensational so that he also maybe gets some sort of reward for it. But what the hell's wrong with that? I mean, he's the one that went through the abuse, right? And if Charlie Sheen's up there making all these movies and TV shows and he's done this to people, so Corey says allegedly, um, what's wrong with the victim getting some sort of benefit from telling their story? I don't see there's anything wrong with it. I don't think that it weakens their credibility at all. I think that he's sat back and seen other people, made a living off their movies and their talent and that sort of thing. What's wrong with him being compensated for his story? That's just sort of where I'm at. And so as we see people come here and, people say, well, why do they have their Cash App up? Well, what does it really matter? I mean, what does it really matter? Because we know that it does take money to, get your StreamYard going and to take time away from your family to make a show, which is, you can't do one in just 1 hour. People want to talk to you. So for like 3 hours away from your family, shouldn't you be compensated for that? And he's revealing something sort of traumatic, not sort of, but was traumatic for him. But I have read that a lot, that if he hadn't, in their eyes, exploited it with that, oh, you've got to pay, it was a like pay per view when he came out that night. And then it was a debacle because his program crashed. Do y'all remember that a couple of years ago when he was going to come out and name his abusers? He was going to go, or he went live, and then his program crashed. Do y'all remember that? What a nightmare. I feel for him. But I don't know. I just sort of feel like I don't think there's anything wrong with someone like him, you know, making something for his pain that he went through. For God's sakes, he's in Hollywood. Isn't that kind of what they do? But anyway, in some of the comments, it was just kind of bugged me. And so I brought it to you guys to see what you think. When someone has experienced a traumatic event and they are famous, should they tell their story for free? What do you think? Do you think that that's exploitive? And then I think he, promoted his music and stuff. But see, I feel bad for the guy. I read one comment the other day. I think that we can stop feeling sorry for Corey Feldman. Not me. And I saw an interview that he was doing. Or he was doing a podcast, not really an interview, but a podcast with the girl from The Big Bang Theory. And it just got me thinking, with what all we've seen here and the ties that we have to that show here. It just kind of got me thinking, right? How close are we to Hollyweird here? Makes you think. How close are we to Hollyweird? But I'm going to play this. I don't have the video uploaded because my phone is overloaded with stuff. I've got to clean it up. But I do want to play his little interview. It's not an interview. They did a podcast together, I guess you could say. Did I upload it here? Let me go here to YouTube. And it's Malik. What's her name? I can never say her name. I think she has a Malik and Corey Feldman. Hope I'm spelling this right. F-E-L-D. And is he related to Marty? Wouldn't that be weird? Y'all remember Marty Feldman? He was in it's Frankenstein. Yeah, here we go. I want to play this one little thing, okay? And tell me how you feel after you hear it.
Sad because at my age I should not have so much loss of life. But yet I feel like I'm a 75-year-old man because literally 70% of my friends are gone. 70% of them are gone. You know, that's insane.
It was a very rigorous emotional time. And also, we were young people and teens at a time when drugs looked very different.
And it wasn't because they died because they were random knuckleheads who just did a lot of drugs. These kids were badly abused. Let's call it what it is. They were badly abused. I was badly abused. And that's why we did drugs. We did drugs because generally the abusers were the ones giving us the drugs. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had them in the first place.
Right.
It's nice to talk to somebody that was there.
Sure.
Because it's hard. It's hard to live life with everybody going, I don't know what he's talking about. Is he even telling the truth?
Right.
It's tragic and it's sad.
I love that he said that right there. I love that he said that right there. Because that's what I'm talking about when I say all my witnesses have died. Thank God they haven't, because I thought that they had. And reestablishing relationships this past year, 2 years, going back and apologizing for my bullshit when I was a narcissist and, kind of living for myself and sort of thing, and being immature and young and doing dumb shit and causing people pain because I was in pain. I get what he means by that when he says, like all of his witnesses have died. And when hey Frankie, good to see you. Like all of his witnesses have died, but there he is with her from the Big Bang Theory, and they're able to, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And that means so much to someone who has gone through something traumatic, does it not? It means so much to, like, someone that witnessed it, right? Or is like, no, you're right. I know what you mean. Because so many do try to discount what you went through because they can't handle the truth. And like, I'm aware of those family members that I have to literally tiptoe around and even lie to because they can't handle the truth about what happened to us growing up. It's too overwhelming, and it would shatter their facade of their world if I were to say, no, this really did happen. But through therapy, I realized that my truth is mine and it doesn't have to be theirs. And I witnessed it. It was, what I went through. It was my experience, and I own it. And they don't have to share that with me. The ones that are not in denial, I can share with them and grow, learn from, and heal together, right? But there are always those that aren't ready to hear the truth. I remember Ernie telling me that one time. Sometimes people are not ready to hear the truth about things, and it's better for them to live in denial because it would totally break them, right? They may be weaker minded than you are, even though on the outside their facade is they're so strong, right? But the realism is they're not, and they can't handle the truth about what happened in their past or to someone close to them, because that would make them a witness to it, and they did nothing, right? And so then you've got to go. Like I remember, I watched Will Smith say, or he said it in a book, I can't remember, but he said these words. He said that when he witnessed abuse growing up and he did nothing, which is similar to me because I was the youngest of five, you're sort of the spectator and you're afraid to do anything. You're literally frozen. And when he witnessed someone being abused, he has to live with that for the rest of his life, that he didn't do anything. And he was a kid, and we deal with that guilt. That guilt, I should have done something. But as a kid, you really couldn't, right? But in our mind, we wake up and we look in the mirror and we say, "You were a coward. Don't be a coward today. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what's right. When you see someone being abused, say something, do something." And I feel like I failed some particular family members by not doing something, and they looked to me as the adult in the situation, and I froze, I cowered, and didn't do anything. And so now that I'm in my 50s, I look back and I say, yeah, when I was 19 or 20, I should have done more. I should have done XYZ. In my mind's eye, it's like, I can totally understand why they lost faith in me or trust in me because I wasn't their advocate as I should have been. And so, let's see. Hardy's here in K-Town if anyone wants to meet me. Yay, Hardy's is good. We love Hardy's. Is that Knoxville? Knoxville is huge. I accidentally drove there one time. I went to see Santa Land, and when we got there, it was closed. And we didn't want to go back home. I was with my sister, and we were on a road trip, just one of those spur of the moment. Let's just go. And we drove all the way to Knoxville, and all the rooms were taken. There was not a bed for us to sleep. It was like Santa Claus. Anyway, so I remember going to a hotel. It was like a Holiday Inn, and they were like, everything's full. I can't remember what was happening. It was something going down between Boone and Knoxville. All the hotels were taken. And they said, you can sleep on our floor in the lobby, but you'll still have to pay for a room. We were like, are you kidding me? So we went back home. We literally turned around and drove back home. Oklahoma. I'd like to go to Oklahoma. That just sounds like it would be a pretty place to go. I want to go to Oklahoma. I want to go to Montana. Those are two places I didn't get to go when I was a traveling salesman. I would love to go to the Midwest like that. I sold a franchise in Cheyenne, Wyoming, but I didn't get to go there. Wish I could have. I would like to have seen the Midwest. I got to see Arizona. What else did I see in the Arkansas, Louisiana. Let's see. I went to Oregon, California, Alaska, Seattle, but I didn't make it to the Dakotas, and I didn't make it to Colorado, or nothing's in Oklahoma. Oh, it's flat. Really? I like the mountains. That's why I don't like Texas. It's flat. I don't get it. I want some mountains and hills. Being from North Carolina, it's the Tar Heel, right, state. So I'm used to hills. Although I have been caught on some hills in my little 77 Honda Civic when I was younger and wished that I had not been on that hill because, man, it flew down a mountain, man. I thought I was going to die. Thank God they have those runoffs on the side for truckers. I was like, that's me. That fucker would get momentum going down the hill coming back from North Wilkesboro and Boone. I was like, holy cow. I wanted to go to App State so bad when I was a teenager because all my friends went to App or Wake. Some went to Carolina. Yeah, but Appalachian was the school to go to if you're from here. My son went there for a while and then transferred. Um, but yeah, Appalachian, love it. I shared some pictures on my community wall of Maggie Valley, what they woke up to. It's raining here, but it's snowing up there. Aspen is beautiful in Colorado. I would love to go back to Colorado. I've only been through it, didn't really get to see shit. Sometimes you only saw the airport. Yeah, it's like, well, I've been to Chicago and I ate in Chicago, but it was an airport, right? So what fun is that? Let me see if I got some pictures to show y'all. Um, I don't know if this is got a song on it or not. I wanted to show those that are like in Canada, our buddies that are all around the world that have never seen a dirt road. Here's one.
Yeah, I'm chilling on a dirt road, laid back swerving like I'm George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window and ice cold beer sitting in the console. Memory laid up in the headlights, it's got me reminiscing on them good times. I'm turning off a real life driving, that's right, I'm hitting easy street on mud tires. Yeah, I'm chilling on a dirt road, laid back swerving like I'm George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window and ice cold beer sitting in the console. Memory laid up in the headlights, it's got me reminiscing on them good times. I'm turning off a real life driving, that's right, I'm hitting easy street on mud tires.
That is a dirt road in Yadkin County, North Carolina. If you've never seen one, that's a dirt road. It took you to our trailer. It was sort of our driveway. It took you down to several trailers, but that's a dirt road in Yadkin County, North Carolina. Luna Drive. Yep, true story. So I know that people say, I ain't never seen a dirt road. Are there still dirt roads around? Yep, there sure is. I love dirt roads too. I do too, man. We've got some pretty good pictures of it in the fall and in the snow. We don't live there anymore. Man, do I wish we had never left. It wasn't much, but it was like, uh, yeah, it's gonna make me cry. Simple kind of life. Simple, without the bullshit, without a lot of overhead. When we lived there, we lived off $400 a month that I got. True story. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. A lot of love and a lot of going to church, praying. Stay prayed up. Gotta drink my coffee here. Stay prayed up, right? What else was I gonna tell you? Let's see. I told you about that. I told you about that. Okay, I guess we can just kind of hang out now. And I love dirt roads. Yes, I'm telling you what. We had cows come right up to our porch, and the property was vast. Like like Jamie's over there on Southern Girl. Hers isn't like hilly. Ours was. Ours had like hills and stuff, and them cows and stuff would get down there. I guess you could call it in a holler, and you could hear the coyotes eating them in the middle of the night till he finally got him a donkey. And the donkey, I guess, scares the coyotes. But in the morning, we wake up and there they would have this big old crane lifting that cow up and taking it off the property to slaughter, or I guess it was already halfway. And yeah, and the sound was like, wow, because I'm a city girl. I grew up in the city off Country Club Road in Winston-Salem in a small community called South Fork. And I guess parts of it people could say was hoity-toity. And we didn't know nothing about no country. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. And so getting to ride out to my aunts who lived in Boonville or lives in Boonville, and they have I don't know how many acres of property. I don't know. They got a shit ton. And getting out there and running, and he had these or has these broke down cars just sporadically out in the field, and we would get in them and play and pretend we're driving and pretend we're the bus driver and shit like that. And it was just good, clean, all American fun. And then we still go swimming at the Shacktown Falls. I showed you a video of. There's just nothing like I'm trying to share with y'all my experience with quote unquote Mayberry, USA. It still exists. In small town America, people are still, experiencing and appreciating the simple things. And there's a lot to be said about the small, simple kind of life and small things. When we're all caught up in this metaverse, and I think that there's a movie out on Netflix with Julia Roberts that sort of puts things in perspective about where we are mentally in the big picture of things and the grand scheme of existentially where we are in the universe, right? And sometimes shutting things off and just taking a ride out to the country and going to church and seeing people face to face, shaking their hands and, helping at a food pantry or something like that gets you back into the fellowship part of social life. And where, did you, Frankie, tell me about it? I'm scared to watch it. My friends are telling me about it. Do you want to come up? You don't have to, but would you tell us about it? Because I feel like it's really important from what, yes, I think it's really important that people get out of YouTube occasionally, like Rabbit suggests, and get back into the real life because we get so wrapped up here that we're losing touch and sight with humanity, the humanity part of civilization, right? Okay, I understand. But it is sort of an introspective look at where we are today, existentially speaking, right, Frankie? Drink my coffee. I'll gulp loud so you'll know what I'm doing. I didn't and go cry it. Hey, Kim. Beautiful, beautiful Kim. Yeah, good morning to you. Yeah, so I feel like it's important that because we get so it's scary because I think I do too. I do too what I've read about it and I'm scared. I'm scared because we have no control over it. And the Bobo dollies, that the people that just go along with anything and everything and they don't really question anything and they don't stand up for themselves and they just sort of like go with the flow, is why it's going to happen because people don't question the big picture. They just follow other people where they go. This has been such an incredible educational experience for me becoming a YouTuber and how I did follow suit with everybody else because I'll tell you, I felt naive at the time and I knew that I was naive, but I trusted people close to me and put my faith in their judgment, which is bad. I should know better than that. I'm 53 fucking years old. I should know better than that. But I did. I thought, well, I don't trust my instinct because I'm bipolar and sometimes my perception is skewed. And just like, me seeing BDAC or Liz Gaspari as threats to our community because of their ties to Hollyweird and how that could very possibly be a real thing. That could be my skewed perception. And that's why I put this up there. Everything said is alleged and then for entertainment or educational purposes only. I don't necessarily believe that. I just think that that's how it could be perceived, right? And if something is perceived that way, I'm going to read you something. Okay, here we go. This is why it's important. Ernie said a few months ago, he said, and not in so many words, he said, be a responsible influencer, right? Hold on a minute. Let me turn this volume down before I find my, it's going to talk over me. He said, be a responsible influencer. He didn't say it in that so many words, but that's what he was saying. That's what he was getting at. If you're going to be an influencer here on YouTube and have a channel, be responsible. Don't just put shit out there just 'cause. like I had done to Jody Farr. I, did my little Google research and come to find out she doesn't live where, I used to live. And her ties were only through a bad marriage. And so, out of spite, you shouldn't like chastise or bastardize someone, um, you know, just cause, and how it's important to be a responsible influencers, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now I'm gonna read this to you guys. I'm scared to watch it. Me and my husband were like, "Should we watch it?" He's like, "What's it about?" And I said, "Existential." He's like, "Hell no." Let's watch football. I think football won. I'm scared to watch it. Our satellites will be hacked. Are you serious? We made so many other countries pissed at us, and I think that will be our downfall. You know how we are viewed around the world just through my traveling, what I discovered? That Americans are viewed as spoiled brats, and that's why they feel salty toward us. Let me read this to you. Okay. This is why it's important to be a responsible influencer. And if you have a channel, you're an influencer. If you have a channel, you're a producer. If you produce content, you're a producer. Okay, here we go. If a lipstick maker was trolled in YouTube chats as his product causing a deathly illness and trolls labeled it the Snow White lipstick, would you discontinue use or research it? Y'all tell me what we are very spoiled. I agree, Frankie. We are. We are, and I get up and complain. First thing out of my mouth, I wake up and I start complaining. Ask my husband. True story. Listing, not sure what I walked into. Okay, well, we're talking about a couple of things actually. I segued from Corey Feldman and his abuse in Hollyweird to how Hollyweird is here, and on YouTube, and how it can be dangerous if we're not responsible influencers. And so that's where I'm going with this. And what Frankie is talking about is a movie that's on Netflix right now. What is the name of the movie, Frankie? Um, do you know the name? Yeah, we are kind of all over the place. But okay, getting back to being a responsible influencer. Let me read this to you, Kim. This is something on my channel, and to me, it says a lot about the weight a troll has in our world of being influencers. If a lipstick maker was trolled in YouTube chats as his product causing a deathly illness and trolls labeled it the Snow White lipstick, would you? I'm gonna just throw that in the trash. Discontinue use. I ain't taking no chances. How do you know if it's true or not? I'm just gonna throw it away, honey. I don't want it anymore. I'll buy something else. Or would you research it? Oh man, those are just trolls. Trying to bring down this, through bad reviews and stuff. This is why I think what I was saying the other day about rap and putting misinformation out and calling it just trolling. This right here is why. If you would throw it away. Just because a troll said that, you would throw it away. So that tells you right there the weight of a troll's comment labeling you a pedo, labeling you a scam artist, labeling someone as you get what I'm saying? If it's just a troll, you're ruining this company's reputation and life forever here on YouTube. And it's, we all say, well, it's just YouTube. You need to look at it differently. This is YouTube. And your comments and your troll, as y'all put it, can damage someone. Look right here. This person that it doesn't even exist. Their lipstick has been labeled the Snow White lipstick. Hell, that shit might kill me. I ain't gonna use that lipstick, right? And it was all just a troll. It wasn't even real. I made it up. Y'all see what I mean? So that's why it's important for us to disclose this is just a game, or this is just a show, or it's just a movie, and stop trying to make sense out of something that's just supposed to be entertainment. But also, when you leave the movie, you don't go say, well, that piece of shit so and so cheated on so and so in the movie. I bet he's really like that. And they're nothing like their character. It was a character. Does that make sense? What's the name of the Netflix movie? It's called Left Behind, Leave the World Behind, and it's on Netflix. Supposedly, it's going to leave you thinking, right? And it's supposed to be, how do I describe this, Frankie? How would you describe this movie to Jackie? Me either. I don't either. Stop being a follower. The name of it is right here. Leave the World Behind. That's the name of it, with Julia Roberts. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I mean, just think about it. People get blackballed, or as they used to call it, canceled, which is stupid. If we all do our own research, there would be no such thing as being canceled. It's not up to the crowd to cancel someone, right? Yes. I'm going to read here, I'm going to read the hold on, I'll read the thingamabob about it. What's it called? The leave. Yes, a 2023 film. Come on, phone. Okay, here we go. A family vacation on Long Island is interrupted by two strangers bearing news of a blackout. As the threat grows, both families must decide how best to survive the potential crisis, all while grappling with their own place in this collapsing world. And this right up here is why Frankie said that they're going to hack our satellites. I've read that. That if we were to be hacked and everything were to go dark, that's why I asked another question yesterday. Would you be able to survive, or would you panic? I know some children that would panic. The satellites could be hacked. And she says it's going to be us, our world, if we don't put our foot down with other countries. I agree. Well, are they going to let us? And I do mean that. I so mean this. Are they going to let us choose who's president this time? Shut me down. I don't care. Are they going to let us? You know what I mean? Is it really in our control anymore? I don't feel like it is anymore. I think maybe 10 years ago it was in our control, but I don't now. I feel like things have gotten so far, because I Googled how our meat is processed now and it's sent overseas, and also how many companies have been bought with overseas that are now owned by overseas. I'm going to read that to you too. We have been conditioned, absolutely. Yes. I think it's too late too. And this is how the world's gonna end, isn't it? In the movie, our satellites do get hacked. It's like a doomsday movie. Okay, what was I going to read you about? Uh, I just taught my son to always question everything. Absolutely. I get into arguments with my adult children. It's like, oh my God, what were y'all taught? Holy shit. But what are you gonna do? I'm the one that sent them to school for a while. Um, let's see. We do our best to prepare. Did you see where my friend has a whole cellar full of canned meats and goods? If I could live off the land in Alaska or somewhere, you could. You absolutely could. Someone I know, very close to me, paid to be dropped from an airplane, or was it helicopter? And he had to kill what he eats and eats what he kills. And he lived off the land in Alaska. It was just sort of an experiment for himself, for endurance, to see if he could do it. And he did. He's still here. So, yes, always be preparing. I'm going to read this to you. We were talking about Leave the World Behind. It's called Leave the World Behind. I'm going to clip this right here. We were talking about poor old Corey Feldman, but now we're moved on. The world's going to come to an end. I can't worry about Corey right now. Learn to live off the land. Absolutely. Um, you just asked a good question right there. I want to come back to that, so I'm going to pin it here. Okay, let me read this to you guys. Just for fun, on my poll, I asked, let's see here. Let me go to my community wall. Here's where my poll is. Okay, if I were lost on an island, I would panic or spearfish and tan. Which one would y'all do? There is a huge pepper community here on YouTube. Really? What does that mean? Like preparing? Most people have chronic health conditions such that they're not independent enough to live off the land, I fear. Oh, wow. I'm bipolar and I have to have my meds. I see my doctor, like on what you call it, uh, as often as I can. Gypsy, that's crazy. I watched the first half of that last night and again this morning. I'm going to go finish it when I get home. Well, tell us I have not watched it yet 'cause I'm too scared. But some friends of mine have me talking about it. So if you would tell us your thoughts on it. I'm scared. I asked my husband, "Do you want to watch it?" He's like, "What's it about?" And I said, "Well, our existential life." It's like, hell no. We're watching football. It's like the top 5 movie on Netflix right now. Right. I would be too. I think that I could totally bring out what little percentage of Indian that might be in me. I would put on my moccasins and I would, because I like chicken. So, birds, I'm sorry. I would kill me some birds and I would spearfish and I would be good, right? And if I got mercury in me from the fish, isn't that the same as lithium? And that would take care of my bipolar? Just deep thoughts by Gypsy. Deep thoughts by Gypsy. We should have what do they call it? Daily affirmations too, like they used to have on SNL. Because you're good enough and you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. It's a really good movie, but it left me hanging, so I got pissed. Well, I've read that a lot. It was said in a review that the answer is there in the movie. So does that help you, Frankie, with not having closure? I read that the answer is there. So just think about it. Maybe smoke a bowl. Okay, Gypsy, thank you for inspiring me to do a movie review. Yeah, please do. Absolutely. And I'll come instead of watch the movie because I'm screwed. I'll just come watch your review. That's awesome. Okay, so and then when I'm on the beach, I am at home or uncomfortable. 23% said uncomfortable. Well, I'm telling you, that's where I'm heading when the world ends. I'm telling you, I'm going to go to Acapulco because no one will be there. Yeah, and I totally would spearfish and tan. That would be me. I think I would be okay. And what was the other question I was going to ask? Okay, let me ask you guys this. Let's see. Yeah, the answer is supposed to be there. Hey, do you want us to drop your link, Mariah? I don't mind if you want us to, if you're ready for us to drop a link for you. The answer is there, but I have ADHD, right? I understand. I do too, actually. Does your ADHD bother you when it comes to math problems? Because I've been told I have something that's tied to ADHD, and that's why I can't do math. Would you be interested in co-hosting a podcast episode with me? Well, sure, I absolutely would. Anytime. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for dropping that. Yeah, sub up there and she's gonna do a movie review, and then I don't have to watch the movie because I'm scared. Right? I am. Um let's see here. What was I looking for again? Damn, my mind just drifted when I read a comment. What was I looking up again? Damn it. Frankie, I really appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. Everybody sub up to her. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna go to my own chat. And then, hey, do y'all see the new Fungo Pop that um is Corey Feldman? He has a Fungo Pop. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Do you mind I sing that a lot? That's like one of my favorite songs by Mariah Carey. She's my favorite ever artist. Definitely Mariah. Today. That might change tomorrow. Might be J Lo tomorrow. Might be Janet Jackson if you're nasty. Yeah, okay, so I was going to yeah. Okay. Sorry, I had a negative comment on one of my posts. Getting back to Corey Feldman though, Squirrel Gypsy. No kidding. We had a cat we named Squirrel. It was always climbing our Christmas tree, so my husband named it Squirrel. Now we got one called Little, because we got one fat cat and one little one, so he just calls it Little. It was, what was it, Millie? Yeah. Call it Squirrel. Seeing you telling those haters off too. Just want to say nothing like a good strong woman. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's taken me 2 years though, so I can't like take the credit for all that because it did build up. I had to like, you saw me telling the haters. Good. Um, my new name is Squirrel Gypsy. That's good. That's better than Gyp shit. Though I will answer to that too. Jimbo calls me Gyp shit. It's like, you know my brother, don't you? He called me airhead a lot. Dingaling. Mostly airhead. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I had to build up momentum. People would say, don't say anything back and they'll stop. That's a lie. They didn't stop, they got worse. So, bug it. Right? Might as well. Sometimes it's just not worth the 12 cents, right? It's like, look, YouTube, you can keep your 12 cents per commercial. I'm going to tell this fucker off, right? Right? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I know. We're not supposed to talk about them, and I can't help it because they brought me up. What am I supposed to do? Right. Um, okay, I want to ask y'all one more thing. Uh, okay, getting back to the Corey Feldman and how we see things happen in chat. I'm going to ask you this question, and y'all tell me your opinion, okay? Because, like I just shared with you, I have perception issues. I can own that. I'm not a narcissist, so I can own up to my mishaps, my shortcomings, and I still don't feel defeated because I know I'm human. I'm not a god, and God made me this way. Yeah. Okay. But I want to ask you this, and this isn't about them, or is it? Hollywood TV show producers are in the bottom basement of YouTube because they are involved in A, organized crime, or B, they are show producers. Why are they here? Y'all tell me your opinion. Why are they here? Is it organized crime that we witness every day? Or is it just show production? And I named two of them. They are here. You think it's both? I do too. Why would they be in the basement of YouTube, folks, when they could be on the Riviera, right? It looks weird, doesn't it? And the more I address it and talk about it, the more I'm harassed. You know, that makes it look even more obvious. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. Wow, I'm trolled a lot when I bring this up. I could care less why they're here. I just, I want you to leave me the fuck alone and let me do my show. You wouldn't stand out like a peacock if you wouldn't stand out like a peacock, right? You think it's organized crime too? Well, it is, and I'm going to tell you why. BDAC's wife did the Big Bang Theory, and I just shared with you the girl from Big Bang Theory was sexually abused, along with Corey Feldman. I just showed you an interview of them two together on a podcast. I'm going to leave the links when I close down. So it's absolutely tied to Hollyweird. And then Liz Gaspari, we've seen her in chat. We've seen her pay trolls like Rap lots of money to continue trolling people like Ernie. It makes you kind of sit back and say, okay, this is obviously a ring, right? But why are they here? Why is it happening around a little girl missing named Summer Wells? Why is that all centered around that little girl? Can y'all tell me why? Well, Liz Gaspari isn't a Hollywood wannabe. Google her. Okay. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. And you can hear there's catchphrases that they say, and you're like, oh, they're that. Yes, absolutely. There are good and bad to everything in life, in my opinion. Money and power dictate freedom. Yep. Really? Well, it's interesting that she just added that to her mean girl title, isn't it? At least she's owning it now, and they do admit they're trolls. But don't you want to know why those big names throw super chats at them? Let's talk about how much Rap made doing that with his islands, and BDAC sitting in his chat, and Liz sitting in his chat, throwing money at them to continue to troll someone. Why? Yeah, I did too, Jackie Blue. I think we all did over there that was supporting um Predator Hunter Nation. We all we all like kept I knew he was a DJ on campus 2 years ago. Agenda and narratives. What are they? Why would high profile people be in the basement of YouTube? We are Boyd. I'm not in denial about that. So why are they here getting criminals to troll people? I could be all wrong. They could just be here because they like to gamble. And it is sort of like a gamble, right? It is similar to that kind of concept. I could be all wrong. And being an influencer, I don't want my legacy to be that I left this perception of lipstick, right? I don't want to label it the Snow White lipstick if that's not what it is. Do y'all get my analogy? Oh, really, Frankie? Well, you're smart. I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, okay, good. It's a good thing you don't know. It's a good thing you don't know. Keep it that way. Shut your door and your windows and pull your blinds, Mariah. You don't want to know. I'm just curious to have some closure to what the hell was that all about. Yes, you're absolutely smart. Yeah, see, I came here, Mariah, and I was interested in the Summer Wells case. I had just gone on vacation there a month prior, and when they said Gatlinburg, I was like, oh my gosh, look here. This little girl is missing from the area where we just went on vacation. Let's go, see what the hell that's all about. And so I got all consumed with, I had COVID also at the time, and so I was bed sick. And so just like, watching various creators before I knew it, I was sucked into this troll farm of, various trolls. And here we are, right? It's like, why were they centered around her? Why her story? There's several people missing on YouTube. Why her? Just curious. I just want to know for my own curiosity. I couldn't give a shit if it's crime or not. I ain't a cop, you know? All I knew about Rap, Nick, and Jim Toe was they love money more than people. Wow. Just one of those things I want to know before I die. What was that all about? Yeah, I do too. I'm not necessarily talking about them, Frankie. I want to know who's over them, don't you? I'm not, come on. I don't think that this is just a hobby. Right? Come on. People like that have money and influence don't spend their time here just cuz. And BDAC was just in Southern Girls chat the other day. Hell, if I'm all wrong, come out and tell me so again, because that conversation that Rap had that day, it raised a lot. And if he's being what do you call it? What I said earlier, a irresponsible influencer, then, we need to have some sort of, there's, lines you just don't cross as a troll. Do y'all agree that there's lines you just shouldn't cross as a troll? I mean, because this is the worldwide motherfucking web. So I just think that we should all be responsible influencers. And if they're just in the basement of YouTube to play, say so. Say so. Why has it got to be all mysterious? Just come out and say, look, I like enjoying this bullshit garbage. I like Jerry Springer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, Army Vet. Army Vet, are you single? I'm trying to put together a dating show. And I would love if you would come and be my first guinea pig. I need a guinea pig to put 3 women's with, or 3 men's, whatever. I'm not, whatever. I just want love. It can be mixed. I think YouTube has become addictive by something and for a reason, conditioning. Oh, it's very smart. Yes, I agree with you, Jackie Blue. This is very smart. A way for them to condition us. Interesting. Do you want to? Awesome. Please. Even if we just get up on panel and talk about it, please. One day this week. Give me a day that you'll come. And I don't care if we do a duel where you air it on your channel and I air it on my channel like Easy does with Resto. We could do that so that you get the view too. I'm going to call it Love Link. Link up, 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 link up. Don't I sound just like Easy? He's going to strike me. Not. Awesome. Okay, awesome. What is a good day and time for you? And I will make it so right now. I will make it so right now. I'll put you down on the calendar right now. Okay, I got you and I got Mick Lick Lick Pop. If you know some single ladies to bring with you, please do. I'm trying to get this going. I just want to hook a brother up for the holidays. Let's not be alone, right? At least y'all can virtually talk, and who knows, you might have a sister or brother or cousin or whatever and friend. Yeah, that's right. I don't think she's in here anymore. Okay, so I will post the date. What's a good time for you? Mornings or hey, Dazed. So I've got Army that talked into coming for the I will get with. I have a busy week. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you want to do it week after then? We can do it week after. No problemo. We can definitely do it the week after. Link up, link up, link up, link up, link up, link up. I got that song in my head. Okay. Awesome. Ooh, Jackie Blue. I need to sing that song for Jackie one of these days, the whole song. Awesome. Okay, we'll do it the week after then, no problem. Awesome. I'm getting excited about this. I've got my thumbnail made. Right. And now I just got to get the nuts and bolts with it, right? Do y'all want to talk about anything? Is there anything y'all want to anybody want to come up and I hope I don't get kicked out of the clubhouse because I defended myself this morning. I drink my coffee. Oh, gulp, so y'all know that I'm drinking coffee. Is that good? my damn camera on. My shit freezes. I don't know why it does that. And I got this big background I've worked so hard on. But it does look, I like do this in the replay. Oh, okay. We talk about a lot of stuff. Yeah. Can't see my, maybe I should put my elf over there on my G. I might have too much shit. I might just have too much shit. Do I look better with my cat eyes? I need to like make my screen not so. No, it's my screen, ain't it? I need to make my screen not so bright. Well, I don't know. We were talking about conditioning back here with was it Mariah? We were talking about conditioning with. Could it be this, Jackie? Without saying it and pissing off YouTube. Could it be that conditioning for that? Or could it be so that we comply? Someone told me, and I won't say who. She said, I asked her, I said, what is all this? What is true and what's not? This is a year ago. I want to say it was January. And she said, that's just it. They want to keep your mind so full of garbage that you're always questioning what's real, what's not. And I was like, that's interesting. They want to keep you inundated. And that's why people go live back to back, is what she was saying. And she was saying that it's to keep you confused, to keep you, who's on first? Make my hair big. Right? Nope. It was sugar pie, honey bun. She told me that. She said they're really just trying to keep you so confused and inundated with, I can't remember her verbiage, but she was saying so much information that you can't make heads or tails. That's the whole point. It's like, So I do give y'all a day. And I fluctuate my times of when I go live because I do want you to have a moment of clarity and and receive the information that I've just given you. I want you to chew on it, so to speak, right? Trauma bonding is an attachment created by repeated abuse, sprinkled with being saved every now and then. Trauma bonding in adulthood can stem from childhood trauma. I think that that's been the majority of my romantic relationships has been trauma bonds. That is why I unsubbed from all of them. I can't with the dang stuff. I understand. Trauma bonding lives in the nervous system. Almost like PTSD, right? Army vet. It's PTSD. Fight or flight. I need to tighten that. Well, you're a little different. I'm giving like information I want people to like really think on, to research, and come back and tell me if I'm wrong, and let's just debate, debunk, and move on, right? I'm not necessarily trying to convince you of anything. I'm muddling through it too. And let's muddle through it together, and whatever you discover on this scavenger hunt called YouTube, we'll share with each other, right? I've had my map upside down. I took a left at Albuquerque, remember? Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Yeah. I try to stagger my times so that one, trolls don't know when the hell I'm gonna go live. And two, how I'm feeling, if I've got the show done or not. When I say have I written my show, I mean have I uploaded my shit to StreamYard? To me, that's writing a show. Doing my homework on Corey Feldman, that was writing a show, right? That doesn't mean you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, I totally do. Um, yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I do. Yes. Um, yeah, I know. I know what you mean. Ernie says don't trust any damn body. So there you go. Don't trust any damn body. But if a channel is going live 2, 3, 4 times a day, they're trying to bombard you with so much information that you're not really processing it. That's my opinion. They're not giving you time to process it. They're throwing shit at you constantly, 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 constantly. Yes. Yes. I like having like minded people around me too. I like that we all don't have the answers and we're learning together. And we can, exchange. Well, what did you find on your scavenger hunt? And, because it is sort of mysterious, isn't it? See, let me make sure that I went through everything that I wanted to today. Can I ask y'all one more time? Don't get mad at me, but there's 32 people in here. I have to know, and I'm going to ask this probably till it croak. We don't have to watch, but we want to know how it ends. Right. Exactly. Okay. Why do y'all think all of these trolls and drama was centered around Candace and Don Wells? And Nikki B said the other day, I don't do true crime. And then she says in the second sentence, how, this, that, and the third with Daisy and the Wells. Okay. Um, yeah, you are. You're in true crime. Yeah, you are. Look around. Why? Why was all this centered around the Summer Wells case? Y'all tell me why y'all think, so I can move on and go make breakfast. It's really bugging me. Why are all these trolls and in chats buddying with Can Can? I don't get it, y'all. I don't understand that. I'm the mother of a murdered daughter, and I remember telling my brother-in-law, I was living with him. My sister had died just like a year before, and we moved to the beach and in with him and my nephew. And I remember, what are you doing? Anyway, I took to Facebook right away when I heard that my daughter was killed. Of course, consoled my grandson, and we all, got together as a family. But ultimately, that day was I've got to get to the library and get on the internet because he didn't have service at the time. And I wanted to see what the word was on the street. That was the only reason why and I wanted to see what the news had said. I wanted to know, if certain people were involved, if they were talking on Facebook. And so it was sort of in a, kind of looking at as sleuthing. I was sleuthing. Isn't that what you call sleuthing? And I was taking this picture and looking to see who liked it, who was she involved with, what was really going down at that time in her life. And I could get a snapshot of it from Facebook. And then that was over. I went to make a channel, Improve Gaston County, where I talked to other people about the judicial system in that county and what could I expect, what was happening on the street there. And so I understand that because that's the avenue I took. But I don't understand the yucking it up, having a good time drinking and that kind of shit on. I don't get it, y'all. And why trolls, why has people stopped talking to me? It's funny. All the comments stop when I ask that question. Why are trolls centered around this little girl's missing story? I just want to know the answer to that. I don't give a shit about it. What you're doing or what you're up to. I'm not a Karen. I'm not a Karen. I just want to know why her, because there's so many others coming through daily, 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 daily. And this one child has like taken over YouTube. I wish I could answer that, but I'm just as confused as you are, says Jackie. Bugs me too. I don't know. Says, oh no, it was Frankie and Jackie. I seen it go on with the Crud Swats case too, but not to this extent. Perfect storm. I know when it got weird, but I won't say when it got weird for me. Um, doesn't it feel like that media guy, Tim Mullins, must have had some ties to Hollyweird and the basement of YouTube for him to have suggested take this to YouTube? I didn't notice it until you said that the other day. I don't know. It's odd. It's odd, you know, to see Rap, he called himself the greatest of all time troll. Why are you palling around in true crime where there's a missing kid? I don't get it. Where does trolling come in to finding a kid? It's odd to me, y'all. Here's one. Hey, y'all. Someone sent me over to subscribe a while back. First time listening. Well, I'm glad you're here. But food for thought today. Can y'all think that through and then give me your perception? Just your perception. What does it look like to you if you step back and look at the big picture? You know, they are Hollywood producers tied to this Feldman bullshit. So why are they around a missing kid? Let's think about it, all right? And if I'm wrong, come tell me so. Debunk me. I don't want to be, talking about something over and over and over and that not be it, right? I'm an influencer. I'm on YouTube. I don't want to be spreading misinformation. Debunk me, please. I don't want you to be a weirdo. It's like wrestling to you. Okay, where is there a wrestling match centered around a missing, I mean, where is there a wrestling match centered around a missing little girl? And then I will believe you. I don't believe you anymore. Not when I see them sitting there, flipping my. And it's really them because they go live from their car to show you the helicopters in Pennsylvania. It's really there because they come up on my show and I make them cam up. I don't believe that you're BDAC unless you cam up. And he always does. He cams up for me. It's really him. And you go watch my interview with him. He seems like a great guy. I wouldn't want people thinking this of me, but it does look strange. He would send money to rap all the time. Liz would send money to rap all the time. And he's the greatest troll of all time in a missing kids case. Please, please debunk me. But I'm going to keep talking about it until I figure this shit out. Help me figure this shit out. Right? You met Tim Mullins? Did you really? Just my opinion. I briefly met Tim Mullins and I got weird vibes from him, like hair standing on my hand. Yeah, I believe that. You might do an essay on that would be awesome. Army Vet, please do. Help me sleep at night. I want to know why all this fuckery has been centered around this one missing little girl and these two hillbillies. Please tell me. Yeah. Yeah, they all talk to each other behind the scenes. Yeah. If you look closely, it's a lack of male leadership and females choosing bad male leadership. Hmm. Okay, well, that's all I got to talk about today, I guess. Just those things were on my mind. And I hope we can all figure it out, right? It is odd, isn't it? And who was it that said Duger was similar to Don Wells? Who has been saying, look at the compound in Colorado City from day one? Me. It would be another Waco, people. You can't go over there and just go get Summer, though. Right? It would be another Waco if she's on the compound in Colorado City, which is the Utah FLDS compound. Okay. I'm glad you're here. Oh, my throat is sore. Trolls trolling trolls. Could it be that simple? I hope that that's all it is. I really hope that it's something that innocent. Especially with movies that are coming out talking about darkness, You think she got lost in the woods? It could happen. Why did they bring it here with media like this and hire paid trolls? Explain the trolls. Okay. I hope it's something simple and innocent and it just looks weird. Okay. When Hollywood is hanging out in the basement of YouTube for money. How much money do y'all fucking need? I lived off $400 a month. How much fucking money do these fuckers need? I don't understand greed. I shop at a thrift store. I like my clothes already worn. I don't feel like a selfish American when I shop at a thrift store and I recycle goods instead of sending it to the damn landfill, which will eventually be shipped on a boat to China. Then one of the biggest ones trying to convince others that there is no behind the scenes. All bullshit. No, she's lost total all credibility. I saw Ludwig say to her on one of his posts, "You're getting really good at this trolling." Okay, but why is she a paid troll in a missing kids case? And don't tell me you ain't in it, because if you're trolling Daisy, you're in a missing kids case. Know what I mean? Dark clouds around this baby girl. I just want to know. I could care less if it is organized crime. I ain't a Karen. I just want to know. You know what I mean? Oh, it was BK that says there is no behind the scenes. And he's got me blocked. Sometimes he's got me blocked, sometimes he don't. I'm a little old channel from North Kakalaki. Why would BK have me blocked? Does that make any sense? There was an entire theatrical release about a child in human trafficking based on lies, and everyone believes it. Jackie, so you think that she was never missing? Because they're saying that they think she's alive now. So they pretended that she was missing, in my opinion, and held her out on just my opinion. You can throw popcorn at me. Hold on, let me get you some popcorn to throw at me. They faked her being missing and trafficked as a storyline for money on YouTube. Is that what you're saying, Jackie? Because that's how I'm reading it. We'll never know. Really, you think? Because you're smart. This year. Huh. It wouldn't have been hard to convince the Wells that they were there to help. That's sad. You mean the trolls? Yes, Jackie. Too damn similar, isn't it? So is that what... Shut my mouth. Mm-hmm. They faked it for money. Jackie, you want to get in a fight with me so we can get $50,000? Asked Mac B that the other day, I think. She's like, "You're not supposed to do it in front of people. You're supposed to do it behind the scenes." Oh, damn it. I can't do anything right. So, fake storylines for money. I found if you don't go along with the storyline, you aren't appreciated. Common sense is frowned upon. Right? But why? The only reason that makes sense is this. This is the only thing that makes sense. It was an entire theatrical release about a child and human trafficking based on lies, and everyone believed it for money. I think you're on to something, Jackie. I think you're on to something. Oh, yeah, if you damn go against the grain and you walk to your own beat. I remember one of the mean girls said to me, "You think you can do this without us? Well, go right ahead." Okay, well, I'm going right on ahead and I'm doing this without y'all. Right? You know, whatever the hell that means. What do you mean without you? What were you doing for me? I don't get it. I don't get it. What were y'all doing? I don't remember. Y'all might have done a lot of shit, Sarah. Y'all didn't do jack shit for me. Yeah, they got refunds. I think they all are just showing how dumb we are because we just keep giving and giving. That's right. They have no show without an audience. Why are we there watching? right? Maybe we need to take up crocheting again and get back in church where the real fellowship is happening, where we can shake hands and, are you real? They're not avatars, they're real people with blood and all inside them. I'm telling you, when I went to church this week and had dinner with my church family, it's like I've missed real people. This AI bullshit's for the birds. I don't care who you are. Real people. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Nothing really has changed from the 80s. It's still pretty much the same. I think they're all, yep, I just read that one. I think that we're just like, it's like on steroids. Things that were happening back then are happening now at a greater mass because there are so many people here now. It's just what I think. The more people, the more strife. Okay, well, I guess we have cracked no cases and we still have all the questions we had before, right? Well, unless we got together and we brainstormed, right? We're all kind of going, why is that? We talked about Corey Feldman, his little career. Yeah, poor little guy. I feel bad for him. He was a great actor and he's got talent. It's just he's dealing with a lot of trauma from Holly weirdos. And Holly weirdos are among us in chat. Pay attention. They're there. Don't you want to know why? I'd be on a trip. I would be like drinking Reuniti on a cruise ship. I want to be rich like that and drink Reuniti. Thank you, Frankie. Yay! I might meet threshold this month. I think I'm at $15 for the month. Thank you so much. Well, that will make Jimbo happy. I'm not going to meet threshold this month. That's okay. I'm still going to be here, right? Thank you very much, Frankie. That was awfully sweet of you. Just keep being you. Yep. What was I going to say? It was about... Stop. Oh, is there any more? Yeah. Okay, awesome. People are people. I was going to sing that. You and I should get along so awfully. I'm curious to know another thing. People say that they're followers, but I think it goes deeper than that. I think that they follow because that's where their paycheck comes from. Why do people do things outside their character? Money, right? And you all have agreed that that is the common denominator here. So, like Elle Kennedy, I promoted her every time I went live. And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, this person says hate her, and so now she does. That's odd behavior, y'all, unless money is involved. If money is involved, then it all makes sense, right? People who question are, oh, absolutely. They're weird. They're strange. She's crazy. She needs 5150. No, we're just seeing y'all bullshit because you ain't hiding it so good. Your mask is slipping. Right? Give me a break. Okay, so I missed going live yesterday. This will count as yesterday's live. Okay, easy. This counts as yesterday's live. So the minute I shut down, I'll stop talking about them, but I had to defend myself and my honey. Yeah. I'm a rule followers by nature and suddenly out. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, why do we and breaking paradigms. Just because it's done that way doesn't mean you have to continue doing it that way. Right? um paradigms, right? Is that buzz? No more talking about that, right? Yeah. If I could like go back and date this yesterday, but I didn't get to go live yesterday. What else was I going to talk about with y'all? Did I get everything? I hate I missed karaoke last night, but I was so tired. I had cooked and cleaned and just fell out. Did any of y'all have anything y'all would like to talk about? Yeah. What was that one about? Let's see. Um, yeah. Y'all got to see Barney and Gomer's place yesterday, didn't you? Guess I can delete these. Delete. We'll just kind of hang out and chit chat if you want. If you want though. If you want though. Do I need to delete any other stuff here? Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my StreamYard while we hang out, if y'all don't mind. Yes, real life before YouTube. And my son came out of his room and said, let's go do something again for the third day in a row. Now that we have a newer car, it's like, let's go. Right? Just in the last 2 years, it doesn't make sense. We aren't talking about them. I miss Ed too. I was talking to my family in Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, it is today? Yay! Ah, yeah, today at 4. Absolutely. I think I'm gonna sing No Time by the Guess Who. Do y'all remember that song from the 60s? No time left for you. On my way to better things. I find myself some way. Distant roads are calling me. I might sing that today. Yes, come on to the karaoke. I won't be around. Days have church this afternoon. Oh, that's awesome. Yay, that's fantastic. Awesome. Because I have a hard time picking them. I need somebody to pick it for me. I like that. I like it a lot. I've run out of ideas in my head, so then I don't come. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Yeah, I like that it picks it for you sometimes. I run out of ideas. Yeah, I know, honey. That's what I just said. He's in there watching. Um, you know what I like about my church? They feed you. I like a church that like they do potlucks. I love that. Growing up, that's church. You know, getting Mrs. Matthews pound cake and getting Mrs. Martin's pie. I sing in the shower. That's it. I bet you sing good. That's where you start, man. I'll definitely leave a like. All right. All right. Well, I thank y'all for coming, and I guess I will see y'all over at 4 o'clock at Dazed then. Um, she has made a doll that is meticulously perfect. Y'all have got to see. Check out Dazed community wall. It's there. She's made a character doll of Rabbit, and it is fantastic. It even has ears and Birkenstocks. It's awesome. Go check out her doll. Um, yeah, so we will definitely, and if everybody wants to watch that movie, we'll get together and talk about it over at Mariah's. She's going to do a review, she said. So let's get up together, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love you. Bye. Baby, if you ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right, y'all.
I don't wanna waste time. Well, remember tonight I found something here with you. Running by the roadside, wait up for me. I'd go anywhere that you do. Put it all out in the open. No, we don't have to control it. Put it all out in the open. If it's only for a moment, it's a lifetime of emotion. Put it all out in the open. Don't tell me it's time to go. Now that we made this far, too broken, never look back to the ocean. Still know you'll meet me at home. When we're lost and out of focus, and we don't know where the road is, still know you'll meet me at home. Meet me at home. When I can't decide and the fear leaves me blind, you always will lead me through. If you need me at the wrong time, throw it all out by the wayside. There's nothing that I